Work is force times distance.
How does this equation help define work to you? If we were to use this equation, do you feel like we have done work in the past year? Do you feel there's displacement?
That's actually something I've been thinking about. Like, if there's no...
All right. Welcome, everybody, to episode 2 of Kola Conversationz, about 1 year, 4 months later. I'm Calvin Magezi, the CTO here at Collaborate.
I'm Michelle Eliezer, the lead digital and social media.
Michelle is also the lead of the podcast and
right. Yeah. Plus podcast host, co-host, whatever you want.
I'm sure that will be cut out. Yeah, so this year we're going to start off different, having experienced a lot in the past year, both what we thought 1 year later would look like and what 1 year later actually does look like in reality. And I'm thinking we start with a very interesting equation that Michelle gave us last year of work equals force times distance, right? Force times displacement. Displacement,
distance, same difference.
Same thing. So maybe just to catch people up on
the last episode
and generally what you know, how does this equation help define work to you when you're stating it? Yeah.
How much I'm putting, work is force times distance, right? So the force is how much I'm putting in. The distance is the displacement, the impact, actually, the impact, that's the right word. The effort, okay, yeah, let's use effort. The effort being put in together with the impact. So at the end of the day, that's what measures, that's what I think we should be using to measure how much work we are doing. Yeah.
If we were to use this equation, in your honest opinion, do you feel like we have done work in the past year? Do you feel there's displacement? Do you feel there's force that has been put in?
That's actually something I've been thinking about. Like, if there is no, if the system isn't being built, if something isn't being built, but it's staying up, does that still qualify as work being done? Like, there's no evident change, but there's clear maintenance. Is that still work? But we've been working. It's taken us a whole year to come back here. So we've been working.
Yeah, I would like to hope so.
We've been working. That's what has been keeping us away. Work.
Yeah. I don't know.
And you?
I definitely can say there's been a lot of displacement in terms of where we were last year and where we are today as a team and as a platform. I think is a lot of change has taken place. The platform definitely itself is running. What we considered making possible to people through our platform, though, I must say I feel a bit the same about what you're saying.
Yeah.
And this is a bit of a segue into, I guess, another topic we want to discuss today, which was we have the ambition to tackle the standard or the way people work today, which is a standard 8 to 5.
Yeah. And
our platform, our purpose is, not solely that, but a portion of it is to completely shatter that, modem of work and transform work into you work when you want to work or you work when you can work as a freelancer. In about 16 months now, if you have to count it in terms of months, I think I can attest to the fact that I still believe that the ambition is possible, that it is possible to completely shatter what is the 8 to 5 work life by making it possible for people to work whenever they want to work and work on whatever they want to work on. But in relation to force times distance and how that relates to work. The reality itself is a bit more, what's the word for it? Trying. A bit more getting into the nitty-gritty things of how do you turn an ambition into a realized goal. Of course,
easier said than done.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fewer words.
Yes. But I think then this kind of just bears a question that I want to ask you. What has been your experience? Because now, over the past year, now you are no longer just now you're managing people. You're managing multiple people. You're managing influencers. There are people underneath you that you are maintaining. The idea of you are working an 8 to 5 to allow them to work whenever they want to work. What is that experience for you right now?
Thought about it like that.
You're doing
I'm
it.
literally
Yes,
doing.
you are doing what we said we would be doing.
Yeah. Oh, I bought into the dream itself, the vision. If I'm to first bounce the question back to you, what's your reality?
I think the first point I can put across is that there is a lot more reliance on structure than I first envisioned and thought. That there are standard processes and practices set for you to be able to encourage or even enable freedom. That for us to claim that we are going to want to allow people to work when they want to work, as long as we are working 8 to 5, requires us to have our own structures, formats, principles, and standards of working. And that needs to go across teams, right? So I think the reality or the situation that we're in right now, in terms of our department now working within organizations and people sitting at different organizations, managing teams like that now has required me to understand and appreciate very simple structures like the importance of our 9 a.m. meetings, the importance of me as the tech team lead having to check up on my team members in terms of their mental progress, their relational progress, and outside of work, how are they doing? It has like required a form of empathy as well. That now, when you imagine that you are making it possible for people to progress in their career, you also have to be aware to their progression in their personal lives. So that's sort of been the reality, that the bigger the team grows, you kind of have to get more in depth with each person as the team grows.
Yeah.
Instead of as the team grows, a lot of people think that it's more now, let me put my hands off. Yeah. So I bounce it back.
Okay. Anyway, my reality is we are all learning everything that nobody actually knows what they're doing, if I'm to say it simply. We are all learning from each other, about each other, because why I'm saying this is some of the things we do, it's not like you talked about structure. Sometimes these structures have to be built. Like, we want freedom till freedom is given to us, and then all of a sudden it's a problem. But yeah, some of these structures have to be built, and sometimes you don't even realize that you're building structure till you're checking in, you're following up on progress, you have like a tracker, and then you realize that now these are the structures that the people who maybe will support you on something are going to follow to deliver the same maybe levels of efficiency that you want to see. So that's why I said we are actually learning. The reality is the learning on the job. That's the actual reality. Learning, growth, That's the actual reality. Learning, growth, open-mindedness. Yeah, that's the reality.
In relation to what you're talking about, and the aspect of the realities we are learning on the job. How do you feel that technology has contributed to, helped you either make things take place in a more focused manner, or do you feel technology and where we are right now in 2026 with all the tech tools is producing more noise?
I think a bit of both. Why? Tech simplifies so many things, we all know that. But when you talk about the noise, it's also, you need to be very tech savvy to be able to appreciate tech in the workspace. So you're literally using tech you're working with tech to simplify work itself.
But at the same time, there has never been a more ripe time for you to do too many things
than now.
Yeah, and it comes back to our conversation or topic around tech and what tech has done, or what part tech has played in either focus or noise. When it comes to like just managing a team, for example, in the past there were certain tasks, for example, that only a specific team member used to be able to handle. But with modern technologies, AI, essentially now every team member is almost your flexible man. Your mobile app developer is doing web app development. This is doing that.
Is doing
so there is friction, and there has been necessary friction that has forced us to fall into new standards of practice that perhaps we didn't even envision falling into. Like you mentioned, we found ourselves in practices and systems, and these have been born from us experiencing that friction.
Are we calling it friction or the reality of work?
I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I think the reality of work is that there is friction. There is, like
they can run that back. Yeah, the reality of work is this friction. That's true. That's true. So, amidst all this, amidst all the work and the whole ecosystem that we are building, what are some of you talked about the infrastructure that we are building, putting in place. What's some of the infrastructure that we have in place that's aiding and driving this growth and the work that we are doing in itself?
So, to try and keep it high level, the Collaborate ecosystem itself has grown drastically in the last year. It has. I mean, some of the exciting things we've done over the last year is we've managed to host and fully carry out 2 entirely virtual internship programs, which was a conversation that we had with people last year around the nature of what a virtual internship might look like. How do you handle it? Now our system has proven that it can be done, and it is continuously being done. We have an evolution of new tools, an internal testing platform. Essentially, the Collaborate system is now becoming an engine to drive the actual vision that we are saying in terms of, if I wake up today, I want to work today, I can wake up, log into a platform, find the jobs. I don't have the skills, let me go to the academy, I learn the skills. Do I have the skills? We have an AI vetting tool to now prove you have the skills. And then you come back around the full circle, you can do the work in the platform now. You don't have to pull up your 21 tabs to get all the different tasks done. You just, one tab, everything is essentially ready for you to get the work done there. So, again, systems born from friction. I'm so going with that. friction. The friction we experienced trying to get a team to sit down together to actually do data analysis around the different data within our platform. There's different skills, the different jobs. I would like to believe the Collaborate team embodies, and hopefully we embody into the rest of our collaborators, which is the concept of service over performance.
Yeah.
The concept of what we are here to do. We are more focused on the actual service, the actual work, the actual vision we're trying to bring to reality, as opposed to the performance, to make numbers, to raise money, to make ourselves millionaires or something like that. That's not why we're here. Otherwise, there'd be many other ways to do that.
It's not.
It's to make millions millionaires. That's the idea.
Right.
But that's the mantra or motto I believe.
What's the mantra?
Service over performance.
Service over performance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say that way or that mentality essentially is what would, we've talked about how difficult it is to actually maintain what we're trying to do, maintain a 8 to 5, maintain you're flat out working even on the weekends.
Yeah.
You're flat out working even after hours, and you are flat out working with people who are probably going to work for like 3 hours, and then that's it, that's their work, they get their pay. But the idea is that we are not, as funny as it is, we are creating a reality we're never going to touch.
It is. It's funny. We're doing. It's actually also service over self.
And over self, yeah.
Over self.
Yeah.
Yeah, service over self. Because we are literally. That's actually what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kola Conversationz. This season, we have quite a few interesting conversations to have. I am hoping that we can take our conversation to people. We actually come to your space, specific guest speakers. We find out what is your concept of work, and how has your conceptualization of work evolved over the past couple of years and time, and throughout the process, us also contributing how our conceptualization of work is changing. Like you mentioned, we're learning on the job.
We're learning on the job. Nobody actually knows what they're doing.
We do, but we don't know what we're doing. Yeah?
We think we do till we realize we actually didn't know. In hindsight, you always realize in hindsight that what was I doing back then?
No, you're
so that's actually what I meant by that. Like, okay, hindsight is just a powerful thing. But back to what you were saying, we'll also have people from our team.
And outside.
Yeah, you had talked about outside, and I was reminding you that even
inside.
Yeah, even inside. You forgot home and went outside. But yeah, some people from our team will also be telling us, right, what work is to them, how they do their work, what simplifies their work, what disciplines do they have in place to make sure that they're working, to make sure that their effort is producing impact, to make sure. Yeah, so it's basically, there is a lot to talk about.
We're here talking about the concept of work and what work is. And I know we mentioned in the first episode, we talked about our life stories, but those who are watching this for the first time, I am a happy father of 3. And I can tell you a funny story. When I was growing up, I used to play make-believe a lot, right? And I remember when I was being dropped at school, my make-believe was I'm going to work.
Are you serious?
100%.
You're lying. Like you'd go to school thinking, oh my God.
I'm going to work. Yeah, I'm going to work, serious. So
why? Why would school? I feel like that. Okay.
I mean, when you come down to our definition of work at it, school is still a form of work.
Okay, it is actually.
It is, definitely. So now with my twin boys, the other day we were having a very funny conversation. Well, I found it funny in the car, but they were very serious. And they were saying they want to go to the shops. So I jokingly told them, okay, do you have money? And of course, you know, the 3-year-olds, like, they don't have money. But they said they want to make money because they've heard us talking about just terms in the background. And funny enough, now to them, it's the same make-believe, like, they've arrived at the same conclusion in their make-believe world. That they going to school is a form of work. So we
they
have this,
literally deserve to be paid for
so when they come out of school, they have this habit of, let's now go to the shops. I've done my work, I've made my money, let's now go to the shops.
and spend that money.
But yeah, I mean, funny, but it's still it's a reality that is going to be interesting to see how it evolves, because when they grow up and they are actually working, I cannot imagine what work is going to look like at that time of day. Yeah.
It will be so different, definitely.
All right, Kola Conversationz. Do we end with like a handshake? Or like hi.